So we are going to start new chapter from class 12 botany subject, which is about chromosomes and DNA. Very interesting, chromosomes and DNA. Before we start, let's this would be only a introductory class. So chromosomes. This word is divided into two parts. Chromo means colored. If we just talk about the literal meaning, which is colored, wherever you just see word zoma simply means body. So zomes word is arrived from zoma, and zoma means body. So the meaning tells, or the word tells, this would be a colored body, but exactly that's not true. Chromosome is simply a thread like structure. Thread like structure which is present inside the nucleus, which has so many functioning, because this chromosome is simply called as carrier of heredity. This means if you just see today, a cell, if this is a cell, this cell have RNA, DNA, proteins, everything, right? But when we talk about the chromosome is simply a hereditary material which transfer. So if you see this, the mother cells, mother sperm, I mean not the sperm, but simply they are going to fuse, a new baby born is formed. So if you see their eyes are quite matched with her mom, so what does that seem? This means their genes, their chromosomes were resembling, right? If we see the person is tall and their father is also tall, so this means genes are transferring. The thread-like structure is carrying a material, so that's why we just call this as a carrier of heredity, because that does so many functioning. I hope it will be clear. Then what you will see, this varies. Like in human being, when we talk about human being, the number of chromosomes are 23 in pairs, which means a haploid form. And when we talk about the 46 number in diploid, like only not in pairs form, these are the basic number. And our topic is chromosome and DNA. So this means now let's introduction of chromosome, which is simply thread-like structure which is present inside the nucleus, and even they are only visible during the cell division. This is also important point. Visible only during cell division. I hope this will be very much clear. Then we have a new, not new topic, but as DNA. And of course, we are studying class 12. I hope you would be known. DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid. Nucleic acid. Even we just say this is also double helix structure. Right? Then if I just make it out their structure, that simply seems like this. Here they have nitrogenous bases. Nitrogenous bases which are different in RNA, like there's one exceptional. So if we just talk about the DNA nitrogenous bases, we have DNA nitrogenous bases are adenine, guanine, cytosine, and the last thymine. These four nitrogenous bases are present. And when we talk about the thymine is simply like present in DNA, but when it comes in RNA there would be replacement with the uracil. Wherever you just see word uracil, this means we are talking about RNA. This the representation. Otherwise these three, adenine, guanine, cytosine, would be quite same in RNA as well, but in DNA only thymine would be present, and here uracil. This is about the DNA. Even DNA is called as a polymer. DNA is a polymer, right? Polymer is what? Polymer simply means when monomer combine if this is the monomer simply, right? If the chain of monomer is going to be formed like this, a big structure is going to be formed. So this one is monomer, I'm writing monomer, this entire chain called as a polymer, right? So when we talk about the DNA have a polymer, which is about, DNA is a polymer basically, but when we talk about the monomer of DNA is what? The monomer of DNA is called as a nucleotide. So here you'll also see one more MCQ, which is like literally asked so many times. But before that, let me tell you about the protein. We know protein is also made up of different small things. Here protein is also polymer made up of small chains. When we talk about the monomer of protein is what? Monomer of protein is amino acid. Amino acid. This means now if I just ask you, is RNA, not RNA, is that DNA and protein? Which one is homopolymer, which one is hetero, or both are what? Homo or hetero? Here as well, homo, hetero, these things. So if I just ask you, so before that, protein, we know protein is made up of amino acid. These are amino acid, right? This is amino acid. So same amino acid are going to combine. I mean, there would be different types of amino acid, but the main monomer is amino acid. Amino acid will form amino acid, the long chain will be formed. So we just say protein chain is homopolymer. This means made up of same. When we talk about the DNA is called as a heteropolymer. Why? Hetero means different, right? We know that hetero means different, homo means same. When we call hetero is different, so this means there would be DNA would be made up of thymine, cytosine. This means these all nitrogenous bases, and we know nitrogenous bases are 4 in number, which means they are different. They will be different as well, few more as well. So this means we simply say DNA is heteropolymer, protein is a homopolymer. This was quite important MCQs, like asked so many times. Now when we talk about the DNA, we know DNA polymer is nucleotide, right? Nucleotide. So nucleotide is simply made up of nitrogenous bases plus phosphate. That's basically called as a nucleotide. When nucleo nitrogenous bases and we remove phosphate, we remove phosphate, that's basically called as a nucleoside. Nucleoside. This was also an MCQ, that's why I just told you. So I hope the introductory class for chromosome and DNA will be very much clear. We've only covered few things: RNA, not RNA, but the chromosome, then the intro of that, then DNA and basic things. We'll come with the next video for the detail and all types, everything about the chromosomes. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.